Thought this place was really cool. Great spot in Harpers Ferry. It just opened up and they cater to through hikers on the trail, and it's just a really great antique kind of old-fashioned place. So decided I would put this in my video. If you're ever in Harpers Ferry, check it out. This is the other side of the hostel on the main drag. It's Washington Street, Harpers Ferry. And this is all for the hikers. All the through hikers can stay here. They can stay here for a few days, a couple days, however long they want, and take care of all the stuff they need to do. Get mailed new shoes, maybe new gear that broke along the trail, anything like that. It's a great spot. Here's another cool spot. It's a double-sided picnic area where through hikers can come and get warm, cook some food, an old-fashioned fireplace, and then an old cannon here, and then watch some live music in the pavilion. This goes on all the time throughout the summer, just for the through hikers. There's a kiosk here. Talks about the Harpers Ferry Bandstand. You can see when you walk down the street here, this is pretty much the main drag heading down into the main part of Harper City. This is pretty much, it's Washington Street. It's the main drag. You can see the mountain up above, and everything in this area is built on a cliff. It's a real interesting city. I am continuing down Washington Street, right into the center of Harpers Ferry. You can kind of see old brick sidewalks, all the restaurants. There's a lot of basement areas down here. Some places packed, just jammed with people, and rightfully so. It's over 70 degrees today here. Soccer team apparently trying to have lunch. Apologize for the screaming. And so this is it. This is the center of town. I'm gonna go down below where I'm gonna cross a footbridge over into Maryland, and that's where I'm gonna continue to climb the AT. This is part of the Appalachian Trail right now. This goes right through Harpers Ferry. It's a beautiful spot. It's nice to see all the people out enjoying the nice weather. You can kind of see down here, everything is built with stone that was pulled right out of these mountains. And all these old buildings, these are all probably built in the early 1800s. It's just tons and tons of history down here. Lots of people milling about. You kind of see here. Pop in through here for a second. Tons and tons and tons of history down here. All Civil War stuff. Any of you history buffs ever want to get down, this is the place to come. Pretty impressive documentation of all the history here. Okay, gang, this is another. I'm about to leave Harpers Ferry proper. Gonna head over the footbridge to Maryland, but this is another part of the main drag. All these old historic buildings in the background. As you can see, tons and tons of people around. I'm gonna spin a little bit to show you that that's where I'm headed. That's where the Appalachian Trail goes to a footbridge that crosses the river. I'm gonna head there, and up there on that mountain is what's called Maryland Heights. I am not gonna go up there. The original billboard, they say it's the first billboard in America, is up there carved into the rock, and it was advertising some kind of a powder product. You can probably Google it and find out. But that's where I'm headed, and I got to climb up and over that mountain once I get over this footbridge, which crosses the Shenandoah River. And then I'm going to head probably another, I think I have 7 miles to go to where I plan to stay tonight at the Ed Garvey shelter. So this is the Shenandoah River. See some guys out there in a raft fishing. Old bridge standing there. And water clear as can be. And then if you look this way through the fence, I'm on a footbridge. I apologize for the fence, but this is the Potomac River. This is where they meet right here, Harpers Ferry. So there's some sweet footage here along the Potomac. Beautiful day. A little windy, but it's beautiful. There's those guys you saw a little bit ago. Picture some fishing out here. And then this looks back at the town. That's the town of Harpers Ferry right there. There's a point, and right at that point is where the Shenandoah and the Potomac meet. And that's where Harpers Ferry was built.